So Jesus healed a man at the gate somewhere. The man was able to walk and stuff like that, and Jesus healed him. And when Jesus healed him, he said, "Go and tell no one." Y'all know about this story, right? Y'all heard it before. Did you hear me talk about this on the radio? Oh, you did. Did you tell your father about it? No. Oh, good. Okay, I don't want to have. I just want to make sure, because I want to hear from someone that hasn't heard this story yet. He said, "Go and tell no one." Right? How many people familiar with the story? Yeah. Okay. Are you familiar with that story? Did you hear the radio? I did. Oh, okay. Did you hear the radio?
I didn't hear this part of the show.
I don't believe you. You did not? No. You're making me nervous.
Why?
No, I'm playing. What was that all about?
I know the story. I didn't hear you discuss this part on the show.
Oh,
I heard
okay,
most
go ahead.
of the show of the week.
And why did Jesus tell no one?
I've always kind of wondered that, actually.
I used to wonder that too. Why do I want you to tell somebody?
That always seemed contradictory to what Christianity always seems like. Go out there and spread the word. And then this story is like, keep it on the DL.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's always confused me, quite frankly.
Here, why did Jesus tell him not to tell anyone?
I don't know. I've always wondered that too. I mean, I guess I could.
Well, don't guess if you don't know. That way you understand it. So you don't know.
Well, I think I have an idea.
Okay, go ahead.
I believe that two reasons. I believe the one reason he wanted people to not make a big scene when he was in that area of that town at that time and draw attention, because he wasn't ready for that part of his ministry to begin. And another reason was he wanted people to be able to seek internally for themselves without depending on miracles, or because it was prophesied that someone would come and do miracles and all those things, and he wanted people to seek internally for themselves.
Okay, amazing. Who else want to respond to that? And it's no trick question. It's just a real question. Yes, ma'am.
That's interesting that you just said that, because maybe this is how I was raised. When I heard it, I thought he was testing the man.
You thought he was testing him?
Uh-huh. And I thought it was unfair. I mean, here am I judging God or Jesus, but I thought it was so unfair. Sorry, I could have left
Look at Jesus telling that man what not to tell it. I can't believe it. Why are you going to heal him if you don't want him to tell it? I can understand that.
That was my thought.
Oh, okay. Anybody else want to input on that? Yes.
I saw that segment.
Oh, no, not you.
I agree. Oh.
What the? You ready to tell it? The young man in the red shirt want to respond.
Can you refresh me on the question? I mean, I got lost in his thought.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So Jesus healed a man, right? When he was walking around, he healed people. And one day he was walking through the yard or through the gate, and some crippled man was laying there. And he healed the man, and he said, "You're now healed," paraphrase, "you're now healed. Go and tell no one." Why did he tell the guy not to tell anyone?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea. I mean, but the person that got healed, it's human nature to say, wow, I'm thankful, I'm grateful. This guy got me out of a hole. I have to tell people what a great guy Jesus is.
Right.
Right? So it's like a natural inclination. Like almost everybody would go, man, he took me out of the gutter, this guy.
Did you think Jesus needed him or wanted him to say thank you?
No, because Jesus is on a higher level than every human being, right? You know, and every human, I mean, it's human nature. I mean, it's like if somebody bails you out of a horrible situation, you're thankful, you're grateful, because when you're in the gutter, or like this guy is like crippled or whatever, that's like amazing. Like his life has changed just because of this guy. I don't know if he knew there was Jesus was God or whatever, but he's like, whoa, this guy saved my butt.
Okay. Amazing. Yes, sir.
I forgot to add, also too, I don't believe that Jesus would have liked a man to go out to try to get a thrill from giving that like testimony.
Okay. Let me ask the young lady right next to you. You a little Christian, Bible thumper, overcomer? All right, my name is Shirley. I'm a Bible thumper addict. You've heard that, read that in the Bible before, right?
Yeah, I've heard that story, yeah.
All right. And you didn't hear the show this week?
No, I didn't know.
Okay. Why did Jesus say, don't tell anyone?
My first thoughts was, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Nice. The young lady here. You're a little overcoming Catholic, right?
No. No.
Oh, you're not a Catholic?
No.
Oh, I thought all Mexicans were Catholic.
First I'm white, now I'm Mexican.
But you,
I know.
what did Jesus mean when he said, why did he say don't tell anyone?
I don't know.
But you heard about that story,
Yeah,
right?
I've heard the
When you
story.
first heard it, do you remember what you thought about it at the time?
I thought maybe because what Jesus did, eventually people would see and would want some of that also. That's what I thought,
Yeah.
hearing the story. But I don't know, I should have heard the show. Would have been different right now, but
Yeah. It's amazing how imagination's always making us think things. Always filling in the blank. You know that's evil. It doesn't give you a moment to ponder it, to have a way to see about it. That's why we got to watch these thoughts. All thoughts are all lies all the time. And I want to, this year's theme is, don't tell me. What's our, this theme? You heard it just now.
You said one for nothing.
Yes, yeah.
I want everything.
You want this year, want for nothing. And so this year we're tearing down all the wants for things. And this is part of it. Want for nothing. All right. This young lady in the black jacket said, want to have a stab at it.
I don't know, but the only thing I can recall that we talked about before is, when you give anonymously and don't speak about it, and you will be rewarded by God in other ways and in silence. And I guess that's what Jesus knew, and that anything else would also it would be egos trying to feed his ego.
Okay. Amazing.
Yeah.
All right. The young man had his hand up behind you.
I think genuinely, I never heard about that. He didn't want people to know. I think genuinely he did it so that that person knows he's not doing it for other people. He's not like helping you and saying, hey, go tell everyone I helped you. He's genuinely helping them, helping that person for him and only for him, to help him, not to get clout off of it, not to get like recognition that he did something.
Amazing. Sean, what are you getting from the feedback?
About this particular thing, about Jesus telling no one?
Yeah.
Nothing. I don't know. Nothing.
You don't know?
No, I had a comment from earlier, but I don't want to change the subject.
Oh, okay. Hold on to it. What are you getting from the feedback?
Because I heard you talk
Don't
about
say
it. I'm not
what
going
it
to say it.
is.
I'm not going to say it. But because I heard, I remember I was saying similar things. I was saying, because he didn't want, but anyways, I'll try not to say too much. It's just funny how the mind, I'm just remarking on how the mind plays on every the same way and is predictable and is shallow. The mind is shallow.
Good point. I want you all to watch, even now, if you don't know, why don't you just say, I don't know? The mind won't let you say, I don't know. It'll make you come up with something. It'll make you just come up with the intellect is telling you stuff because the intellect is evil and it doesn't want you to know that you don't know. It's playing God. If you don't know, just say, oh, I don't know. Or you might want to add, I thought it meant this when I first heard the story. But don't add all this stuff into it. You got to watch it. You got to be aware. You got to be conscious. That makes sense? It will not let you say, I don't know. Because plus, it feels good, sounds good, we look like you saying something right. Everybody listening. And they're going to be bowing their head thinking you're right, approving and you're all wrong. And they bowing their head, that makes you feel like, yeah, I'm really right about this one. Look at the witnesses around me. And the witnesses don't know if it's true or not. Isn't that amazing? This is so good, huh? Who don't think this is good? You're not having fun and realizing from this. The devil's a mess. He really is. He works on you in all kinds of ways. What's wrong with saying, like the young lady did, I don't know. I'm sure the devil would tell her, make up something. Say this. Little things you got to watch. Don't worry about the big things. If you watch the little thing that doesn't seem important, when the big storm comes, you'll be ready for it. It's a little like walking through a door or getting in and out of your car. Or watch those little things. I have my staff to, hey guys, I want to encourage y'all to, today when you're walking in and out of the doors, be aware. They forget as soon as I tell them. And some of them will try it, but not all of them. Some of them do it. Some, one or two. In any crowd, there always going to be one or two. But most of them forget. They'll try for a minute and then they forget. And I can see them speeding through doors like now they're going nowhere. Isn't that amazing? I'm telling you, you practice these little things that seem mundane. Ooh, that's a white word. You know a white word? Mundane. But if you watch them, you're growing. And then when the big things come, you'll be ready for it. But you got to watch them. It is abnormal not to be conscious. Did you hear the show, Ferky? I did. Oh, okay. No, the reason Jesus told him to, you're now healed, go and tell no one, was because he knew human heart was animals. Human beings are like animals. They're vicious, they're nasty, they're evil, they're wicked, and they would try to make him doubt himself. Oh, Jesus didn't heal you. You were already healed. Or you were faking it anyway. They would try to make him doubt himself. And Jesus knew that the man would go and start teaching. You know how every time you hear the truth, you read the Bible, you read something, the first thing you want to do is go teach somebody. Isn't that right? The first thing you want to do is go show off how much you know. Oh, you hate your mama. Oh, you hate your daddy. Return to your mama. Your daddy. The first thing the ego wanted to do is go teach. And Jesus knew he would want to do that. So I'm telling you, stop going and teaching. Cut it out. It's all ego. Every time we got so many teachers out there, make me dizzy. And they have nothing but ego. I have no idea what they're talking about, because if they knew, they would wait until the words come by themselves. They would wait on God to speak, make them speak. But the teacher's ready to tell everybody. And he knew the man would do that. Amazing, huh? Yes. And this young lady want to respond to that too. Yes.
So you were talking about being present, and one time I heard you say, if you think you're present, you're not present.
That's right.
So then when do you know you're present?
When you stop thinking.
But wouldn't you have to okay, I'm aware of my surroundings?
I'm sorry?
Like, wouldn't you still notice, like, I'm aware, like, that's still, isn't that still come up as a thought?
When you can see that you're aware, there is no thinking about it. When you're just aware, there are no thoughts in awareness. Awareness destroys thoughts. It's the same relationship Adam and the Father had before. They communicated without words.
I'll have to, I guess, not think on that.
Be-
It's kind of confusing.
Because the moment you think that you're aware, Satan got you. You become unaware. You become unaware the moment you think you're aware. Because how can you be into thinking and be present? You can have but one mind.
But when I have a thought and say, like for example, the thing with my husband, when I have that thought that says, okay, this isn't me feeling this or like these, and I guess I just come out of it. So that was a thought, so therefore I wasn't present, right?
Even if it's a
know,
thought about me, this isn't me, you let that pass too. Because that's still the devil. The devil says, oh, that's not you. You have a feeling, but it's not you. That's the devil. Let that pass too. All thoughts go. That's a very good question. How can you be, if I have a thought that I'm aware, am I aware? You're not aware. You're back into thoughts. So when the thoughts tell you you're aware, let it pass, and then by being aware of that thought, you're still aware. Don't communicate with it, don't talk to it, don't have anything to do with it. Just be aware that the thoughts are telling you that you're aware and let it pass.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah, just be aware that the thought is telling you you're aware.
That's right.
Okay.
Amazing, huh?
Yeah.
What a mess.
Give me a second.
You know, that's deep though, because the devil tried to get involved with everything. He's trying to be God. He's trying to imitate God. So when he tell you that you're aware, let that pass and just stay aware, because you're now still aware of the devil telling you you're aware. Amazing, huh? I'm telling you, God loves us. And he's trying to save us from all this mess, from the imagination. Yes, ma'am, and then here. Okay.
Yeah, I think everything that you're saying is right. I have to ask myself, why then do I do that? Why, again, we're always looking at ourselves, but I tend to want people to see things a certain way.
The teacher.
Yeah. I guess because I feel enlightened, but maybe that is my ego.
It is.
Yeah, for sure.
Anytime you want somebody else to know what you know or you want them to see, it's all ego.
Yeah.